Phil Cohen here, Cohen on Content, DSE, still with Rich Ventura. Rich is with NEC, actually was promoted this year, so I'll give him a little commercial there. Rich has been chairman of committees, does a lot of work at DSE. So I'm going to ask him some questions. I'm going to get to that DSE question too. Rich, NEC, you guys are exhibiting. You're a huge exhibitor here. Look at that. It looks like the NEC show, and the rest of us can come too. What's new with you guys this year?
You know, one of the great things that we're doing right now is so much tied around 4K, video walls, edge blending projection, video projection mapping, really trying to take beyond just the screen and really looking at the content. How can we show the content differently? How can we show it so it's meeting more needs for customers? One of the cool things that we did in our booth, and I was really happy with my team how they set this up, we actually did edge blended projection menu board, digital menu board. So go away from screen and actually offering projection, and it's half the price.
Interesting. I think maybe I'll swing by there tomorrow, take a little video of that. You already hit, you put a spike in my next question, which was going to be, what are you guys doing? Do you think about the content delivery? Do you think about what the network operator needs? Obviously. We're going to skip right past that. We don't need that anymore.
Well, one thing I'll tell you though, is we're working so much now with the content creation houses, like movie murals, for example. In our booth, we've got a ton of 4K content, but we even took it above and beyond that. We're actually challenging them in unique shapes and unique sizes with their content, and how can we take our technology and match up to make that the images look even sharper and clearer.
Yeah. Here we go again about the technology and content. You need the technology to deliver the content sharper, nicer, better, smarter. When I'm telling the story, and that's what it's all about, when I'm telling a story and I'm engaging that viewer, I need to promote recall. I need to promote at the end of my story that viewer is going to remember what I said. I see too many times somebody goes, wow, that's so cool. And then an hour later I say, what was that about? I don't know, but it was really cool. So when I'm talking about what are you going to do to help the content developer and the content provider, when we talk about these new and fantastic technology resources, what I want to see is, what does that help me do as far as tell my story?
Definitely, and I think one of the things that we're trying to do more is that more of that engagement with the content creation houses. You know, content was we always say content's king, but generally from a hardware side, you go, well, if it can play on a screen, it's going to show fine on my screen.
Okay. Now
we're spending more time with the content houses, understanding what their needs are.
I see you plotting with Kim Sarubi every time I turn around. You know, I think they're looking to take over something. Watch the guard shack; they might come to get it. I got a question for you because I'm doing like a survey here. Trying to help out the marketing people that have to buy advertising, and you know they get bombarded with all of these media and press kits and like that. Is there a newsletter that you or one of those email things that you read on a regular basis, whether it's daily, weekly, monthly, and if so, which ones?
You know, I get clippings in the email every day.
Van Etten's clipping.
That one's great. It's a nice, good snapshot. You know, one thing that I do too is I actually set up Google Alerts. So I get a lot of Google Alerts every day in my inbox, everything for digital out-of-home network, digital signage, whatever the topics are.
Okay.
Obviously, as most of us do, I go out to the Daily Do, go to 16 by 9. Ken Goldberg does a phenomenal blog. I read his whenever he posts stuff. Look at your videos as well. I bounce all over the place because there's just so much good information.
Well, you keep my videos in your kitchen, right?
Yeah.
So the whole family gets.
But there's so much good information out there for everybody. But at the same time, there is a lot of bad information out there, and it's really trying to weed through that bad information.
It's like anything else on the internet. There's good and there's bad.
Oh, exactly.
Rich, we're going to put up lower third, ability to contact NEC, website information, whatever. Who should be writing to you specifically?
To me directly?
Yeah.
Well, I think anyone who needs help in understanding what digital signage is, how they can actually enter the Forte, or even how can they change their company and make them even a stronger organization.
All right.
You know,
we're going to
that's
put
the
that
good things.
information up there, right to Mr. Ventura over here, because now he's a vice president. You know, so he can't just be rich anymore. Well, maybe now you get rich. Thanks a lot, Rich. I'll see you.
No problem.
So see me in a few minutes. We're moving on.